All right, y'all, we are back with another video, and man, it seemed like Hillary Clinton still got this sour taste in her mouth about losing to Donald Trump. It seemed like that sourness, it's just still there for her to go on The View and make these type of claims about Donald Trump. This is crazy. This woman went on The View and tried to compare Donald Trump to Hitler and saying that our world is going to end if Trump get reelected. Like, come on. You got to be kidding me. Now, these are two videos that I want to check out. I'm going to play one of them and then I'm going to play the next one because I know Fox News, they went off on Hillary about trying to going on The View because to go on The View, you pretty much got to be a Trump hater. They only allow Trump haters basically to go over there. Anybody that don't like Trump, you'll get invited to The View instantly. So we already know that Hillary, everywhere she goes, she gonna say something about Donald Trump because she's still mad from 2016 and is still carrying on with her. This woman is crazy. But like I said, make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Shout out to everybody showing so much support. Everybody been leaving positive comments in the comment section. And I also want to thank everybody that clicked on this video for the very first time. And hopefully all of you watch this video all the way to the end. It will really help the video out because I want more people to see this video to see how crazy Hillary is and this crazy stuff that she's trying to compare Donald Trump to Hillary. I want more people to see her delusion is like how crazy this woman is for saying something like this. That is crazy. But like I said, make sure y'all watch to the end. Without further ado, I'm not gonna hold y'all up. Let's dive straight into it. Cause like I said, man, this saying some stuff like that is just beyond me, man. That's crazy. Let's go.
Her Royal Highness of hypocrisy just won't go away. Yes, it's Hillary Clinton again.
In the middle of a historic rise in anti-Semitism around the country, perpetuated, preached by left-wing activists, members of her own party, she's now sounding the alarm on President Trump potentially winning in 2024 and making a god-awful comparison.
It would be the end of our country as we know it. And I don't say that lightly. I used to talk about one and done. And what I meant by that is that people would get legitimately elected, and then they would try to do away with elections and do away with opposition and do away with a free press. And you could see it in countries where, well, Hitler was duly elected. That's right. Right? Yeah. Trump is telling us what he intends to do. We need to listen to Take him at his word.
Man.
Fox News contributor, civil rights attorney Leo Terrell. Go, Leo.
Thank you. First of all, that show, The View, has no credibility. The prerequisite to go on that show, you got to be a Trump hater. You got Hillary Clinton, who is still sour about losing the election. Sean, she's describing the Democrats right now.
Yes.
They are basically weaponizing the government. They have tried to throw Trump in jail as we're going to a 2024 election.
Yep.
Hillary Clinton realized the polls are in Trump's favor. So what she's trying to do is demonize him. But guess what? That's what they've been doing for 2 years, and it's not working. The View, the Democrats are afraid of Donald Trump because right now, if the election was held today, he would be elected. But I want to be very clear. Weaponization against Catholics, against conservatives, against President Trump. Trump is right. If they can go after him, they go after every conservative in this country, and that's what's happening right now as we speak.
Yep.
And she's a moron. Hitler was not duly elected. He was appointed chancellor and then made combined president and chancellor through a rigged referendum. She is a dope, and she deserves to wallow in obscurity.
Yeah.
I didn't know that, by the way, Leo. She was telling me this before the show. She's a little history major over here, full of information. But, Leo, I want to move to this because the White House, it does their best to dodge and pivot away from questions on Biden's abysmal polling numbers, but his re-election campaign clearly shaking in their boots because if you're confident in your team, You sure as hell don't run to the media with statements like this. Now, quote,
You don't.
despite the hair on fire, sky is falling tone we've seen from media coverage over the last few days, political predictions more than a year out tend to look a little different a year later. Well, you better hope so, Joe and company, as poll after poll shows Biden taking a beating with voters. As the new CNN poll shows, only 36% of Americans say Biden is an effective leader. So, Leo Terrell, what do you make of the White House and the campaign freaking out about the coverage, the actual news coverage of the abysmal polling of Joe Biden?
They continue to freak out because it's going to get worse. Let me be very clear. They can't use past historic numbers in the past because, you know what? You have a former president running against a current president. You have the American people saying, hey, I liked it when Trump was president. So this is a situation where all past records against former presidents and current presidents, you can't throw those out the window. Trump is having record numbers among black Americans, among those under 35, among Hispanics. The numbers are dramatic because people's lives were much better under the Trump administration. And I got news for you. They were trying to silence David Axelrod on Monday because they figured he was being very honest. Joe Biden should run. They took him to the woodshed. CNN read him the riot act, and now he tries to back off of that statement. But what he said publicly is what every Democrat is saying privately. Joe Biden is unfit and unable to serve another 4 years.
Exactly.
Leo Terrell, driving it home.
That's exactly right, though. Leo Terrell is exactly right. That's what everybody been saying about Joe Biden. Now, as y'all can see, Leo Terrell, he knows exactly what's going on. He see it. We all know Hillary is full of crap. We all know she's still pissed off from 2016. And just like Leo said, and just like all of them said, that she see that Trump is winning by a landslide, so she got to come out and just try to say something to see if that's going to hurt his poll numbers. Y'all remember the other day when I was just saying, like, when one thing don't work, they got to go to another one. They got to, okay, if this don't work on Donald Trump and he's still winning in the polls, let's lie on him and let's think of something else that'll probably hurt him in the polls. So now here go Hillary at the Woolworth going on The View. Everybody knows when you go on The View, they don't like Donald Trump. So they invite everybody that's against Donald Trump to pretty much come on the show. Because we seen when a Trump supporter went on the show and how she was treated. And I'm a big fan of Judge Jeanine. I love Judge Jeanine. She make a lot of excellent points, and she is the one that doesn't hold back at all either. She kind of falls in that category like what I put Candace Owens in. Somebody who don't hold back. They say exactly what's on their mind. And when Judge Jeanine went on that show and she was speaking her truth, she got cussed out by Whoopi Goldberg. Whoopi told her to get off the show, cussed her out, all type of stuff, just because she supports Donald Trump. And that's the reason why I fell back from Whoopi, because I'm like, I knew her as the movie actor. I didn't know her. I didn't even know anything about The View. But when I seen the way she treat people, they come on with, I said, oh, no, I can't support that. You don't treat people on that just because you have a difference of ideas. Just because if you don't like Trump, that's your business. But this woman, Judge Jeanine, supports Trump, so she going to tell you what she feel like Donald Trump is doing that's right and why people should support him. But the way Judge Jeanine was treated was just wrong. And I didn't like that at all. Now, we're going to jump into this one right here, y'all, about what Fox News had to say about it, because they called it pathetic rhetoric on The View by Hillary Clinton. Let's go.
Meantime, Hillary Clinton's over here like, don't forget about me's. She compares Trump to Hitler. Watch.
Hitler was duly elected. Somebody with those tendencies, those dictatorial, authoritarian tendencies, would be like, oh, okay, we're going to shut this down. We're going to throw these people in jail. And they didn't usually telegraph that. Trump is telling us what he intends to do. There's a kind of cult-like dimension here.
She added that his re-election would be the end of our country. Thoughts, Joe?
That's crazy.
Yeah, you know, you listen and watch some people.
How are you going to say that's going to be the end of our country, but yet you got somebody like Joe Biden in there right now that's destroying our country? What about that? You talking about Trump is going to destroy our country. It's the end of the world. But yet, what is Joe Biden doing right now that's so freaking good to you, Hillary? What is he doing? Joe Biden is destroying everything. Why are these wars going on? Why are these illegal immigrants coming across the border? Why aren't you ain't talking about that? She got so much hate for Donald Trump that now she probably finna go on a press tour and just talk much noise about him as she can to see if that's gonna work on knocking him down on the polls. Like I said before, it's not gonna work. Let's keep it going.
And you feel sorry for their pets at home, right? Because they probably have to listen to this on a full-time basis. Hillary Clinton has now been on a public therapy tour for the better part of 6 to 7 years. She goes on these shows, and the only thing she could talk about is 2016 and how she lost to Trump and how Trump is illegitimate. But to compare him to Hitler, and anytime anybody compares anybody to Hitler or to the Third Reich or to Nazis, it's such an insult, especially what we just saw on October 7th when the real-life Holocaust came to Israel. So when you start using the Hitler analogies, you should be really careful about what you're talking about. And by the way, in terms of talking about authoritarian tendencies, Hillary Clinton is the queen of it. Let's just go to the dossier for a moment, in the Steele dossier, and what she tried to do to impact the 2016 election. It's a public therapy tour, but Dr. Melfi ain't around, and it's just pathetic to watch, guys. Sorry.
Joe Conch with a surprise.
All right. There y'all go right there, man. I don't know what's wrong with Hitler, why she's all of a sudden trying to come out the woodwork and trying to compare this man to Hitler to try to see if it'll hurt his poll numbers, which I haven't heard Trump say anything else about Hillary. But, you know, that's just the way it is. When they see them poll numbers and they see that he just constantly winning by a landslide and it's not even close, oh, now it's time to tell some more lies on Trump. That's the way it is. It's time to tell more lies. That's what they going to keep doing. I'm telling you, the left is something serious. Hey, but like I said, shout out to Trump. Trump doing his thing. He doing what he's supposed to do. He's doing his campaigns. He letting the people hear his voice and what his ideas is going forward. And the left just cannot take it. And Hillary as well. I'm pretty sure she ain't done. I'm pretty sure she's going to keep going on this press tour trying to see if she can say even more stupid stuff about Trump. But this is crazy. I appreciate everybody that stayed to the end. Thank you very much. Please let me know down below what you think about this whole situation. And like I said, I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.